Hello Falcon parents and students. I'm Mr. Hamilton, your CHS librarian, and I'm here with a video to take you through Schoology. Hopefully, after viewing this video, you'll feel more comfortable using the Schoology platform, and I will answer some questions that you may have. As you can see, I'm starting out here in Classlink. I want to find the Schoology button among all of my other buttons. It's going to be this icon right here, an S in a blue circle, and of course a label right under it that says Schoology. You can also find it right here by searching Schoology, and it will pop up. Now, if you need help logging into Classlink, please see our previous video about how to do that. Once you're in, all you need to do, one click, and you'll be logged in. As you see, it starts you out on what's called your course dashboard. Your course dashboard gives you all of your courses in a quick view kind of format so that you can easily select which one you want to go to. As you see, I'm in several. One for our faculty this year, one that I'm establishing for the library, a few that I have for zero period, and one that I have for student aids, as well as our lovely tech coach here who's used her picture for her course, which was a training course on Schoology. Now, your courses will look different, probably more like this, with this blue icon with a book and a pencil, until your teachers add their own style to the class by uploading a picture such as this here, or here, or here. So, once you've made it to this screen, to enter a class, you simply click it. As you see, I clicked my virtual library class for the fall, and now I'm inside of it. Since I'm working on this one, there's not a whole lot of content to look at, so let's go back and actually look at a training course that I was in earlier this week. Now I'm inside the course. This may look different from course to course, depending on the instructor and how they've chosen to set up their Schoology classroom. But you should find at least the same information in each course. That is, a syllabus, any type of supply list needed, and all the other documentation that teachers usually hand out on the first day or throughout the first week of school. This can come in the form of announcements such as this that we can click through and get more detail on. You may also encounter a question and answer forum such as this, where a question can be asked and can be responded to. Typically, teachers will set this type of activity to not show other students' responses until a student has provided their own response. So if you go to that page and you don't see everyone else's responses, just wait until after you've entered yours and then refresh the page. You may also find folder icons such as this that you can expand to see even more inside of it. This is typically how teachers will group like information or information that goes along with a specific assignment. You can see on the assignment page, I have a question that's been posed and a button to submit the assignment. If I click Submit Assignment, I have the option to upload or create a response. You also have a third option for resources. This is something you typically wouldn't really have to worry about. These are pre-made or saved templated responses. You also may encounter Google assignments that are given to you. These assignments are similar, except for instead of uploading or creating a response inside a Schoology dialog, you'll use something you're familiar with, and that is Google Docs. So let's take a look at that. You can see we're now inside the Google assignment page. There are two tabs, Assignment, My Document. The Assignment tab will provide you the description of what your teacher wants you to do. The My Document tab will allow you to click Edit, and it will open up Google Docs to a pre-filled doc that your teacher has created where you can respond to the assignment accordingly. When done, go back to Schoology and click Submit Assignment. Now your assignment is submitted and you get a verification message. One other aspect of Schoology I'd like to show you is when your teacher embeds a document instead of a link and you need to click another button to visit that site externally. Let's take a look. So if I see here in the Resources and Tips section, there's an embedded document right here that when I click it, it doesn't show me anything right here. What you want to do is look for this little pop-out icon in the top right and go ahead and click it. As you can see, a new tab opened, and now this page is visible and I can read through it. Your teachers may use this to give you articles or other material to read and respond to throughout the virtual session. This concludes our Schoology video. As I said at the beginning, I hope this has answered some questions that you may have had and shown you some things that you haven't seen before. As we begin the school year on the 20th, you and your student will become more and more familiar with Schoology, and we hope that you will find it to be an easy to use platform. If you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact myself, Mr. Hamilton, your child's teacher, or the school via telephone. We will do our best to make sure to provide a swift resolution to whatever issue you may be having. Good luck throughout this year, and go Falcons!